No one is paying attention, but something very creepy is going on. I think this is very, very strange. Please watch this video from the Bitcoin vault right now. There is more to this than just Bitcoin, but this picture is about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's popularity is close to its cycle low, and the price of Bitcoin is now over $100,000. There's still time before the FOMO phase starts. Oh no, it's a dead town. This graph shows that the social measure risk is very close to zero. Where is everyone? Since Bitcoin is at all-time highs, it's pretty much thought to be dead. Ethereum's new all-time highs are pretty close to its old all-time highs, right? But why is the social measure important? Almost nothing, which I think this measure includes. How many people are watching crypto on YouTube? You guys should be interested in YouTube videos, getting more subscribers, Twitter follows, tweets about cryptocurrencies, and anything else that has to do with cryptocurrencies on social media, right? I think this measure shows that. I'm not sure because it doesn't say, but I think it's the social measure risk. That's really weird, isn't it? There is definitely something going on. Why hasn't this shown up before? Yes, this happened the last time it showed up at such a high level, which was very risky. The top happened. Take a look. It was very risky, and the top happened. That's how much Bitcoin costs. There is a difference, though. Price, it looks like Bitcoin's value is going up, right? Every currency in crypto is going up, but the social score is going down. There's a difference taking place. Is that a sign of optimism or doubt? It's really creepy how this feels. The way we're going up, no one seems to be talking about anything. It looks like it's right. One of two things this tells me: that the pump hasn't even started. BTC is more than 100,000. It's like the pump hasn't even started yet. We're really at the bottom of the bear market. Do you guys get this? Check that out. In other words, I believe Bitcoin can reach a maximum of $500,000 to $1 million per cycle. Guys, it's actually possible, or it's going to die. Either Bitcoin will go to 500,000 to a million this cycle, or this thing will fall apart like that. Bitcoin, because that mouse is close, okay, it can't be either one or the other because there's a difference between what's happening ahead and what's lying here. It's either the price of Bitcoin or the social measure. It looks like the social measure is it. Let me explain why Ghost Town is no longer there. Extra Vibe is here to help everyone. New York's inflation is going down very quickly. Powell is going to soon lower interest rates. That's it. That's the reason. This is the reason why there is no interest in cryptos right now, because rates need to be lowered by the Fed. I believe that's when the social measure will just go through the roof, which will be linked to Bitcoin going through the roof and all other coins going through the roof with it. Okay. There will be crazy FOMO like never before. The Federal Reserve says that 2 rate cuts this year are still a good idea. Either Bitcoin will go to 500,000 to a million this cycle, or this thing will fall apart like that. Bitcoin, because that mouse is close. Okay, it can't be either one or the other because there's a difference between what's happening ahead and what's lying here. It's either the price of Bitcoin or the social measure. It looks like the social measure is it. Let me explain why Ghost Town is no longer there. Extra Vibe is here to help everyone. New York's inflation is going down very quickly. Powell is going to soon lower interest rates. That's it. That's the reason. This I rate as the reason why there is no interest in cryptos right now, because rates need to be lowered by the Fed. I believe that's when the social measure will just go through the roof, which will be Linka. The Federal Reserve says that 2 rate cuts this year are still a good idea. This means that they are now talking about 2 rate cuts for this year. That's really crazy. But once they cut once, they'll cut so much more. That's all I know. So they should, right? They feel forced, which is going to be very good for markets. Here is the plan. Also, this chart is really creepy. Prices are going up, but no one is interested in cryptos. Yes, some people think that it's actually not alive. This tells me that Bitcoin will go up to 500,000 to $1 million, XRP will go up to $200, and Ethereum will go up to 50,000 to $100,000. That's how this will go up. The Federal Reserve will cut rates twice this year, which will set off the event, okay? After that, rates will keep going down next year. It is going to keep happening. Let's figure out where too much money will be going when this event happens next month. Just now, the Federal Reserve said that money from the devaluation of gold could be used to buy Bitcoin. It's taking place. That's it. That's why I think cryptos will get a lot of attention, and I believe the stock market is also getting a lot of attention. The stock market had a great year this year. I think that 2019 will be the year of cryptocurrencies. As for cryptos, I think everyone will be staring at them. Come here if you haven't been here in 2017. I learned about Bitcoin around the middle or end of 2017, but then I joined the place in late 2017, and I remember how beautiful it was. Like, I haven't felt that energy since then, and this is just a feeling I have. My gut is sometimes right, and it's telling me again that next year or something before the crash or at the end of the cycle, that 2017 feeling will come back. All of this will happen because of what we're talking about now, okay? And Altcoins would 30x or 100x overnight. Don't even joke about it. I am not joking. You'll be rich when you wake up. That should happen soon, I think. Yes, these are the first blocks that will be put in place, like stepping stones. Here's something great again. The rails are being set, and you guys know what's going on from Watch Guru. Just in China will let its first crypto stablecoin go live. That's crazy. Oh no, they just banned crypto. Cryptocurrencies were just made legal again. A safe coin is a crypto. Yes, even though it might be linked to like a country's money in 2021, it banned trade and mining for cryptocurrencies. This is a big change from that. Oh, we were hoping the other day that they would restrict cryptos again. I like what just took place. I told you, wow, they're really setting the stage for the most horrible run ever known to man. It will feel like 2017 again. This is going to happen. Guys, it's going to be crazy. So this event will be driven by a plan to make the yuan and the dollar more widely used around the world. Tech giants like Alibaba have been pushing for this since July 25. You can use stable coins that are based in Hong Kong. That's why this is happening right now. What it says is that they're making their own yuan stablecoin to compete with the AC's dollar length coins. That's interesting. You know, I believe China has something to do with Tether heavy. Okay, I think it will probably put less stress on the Tether now, but not really since everything is already written, right? So it looks like China might want to get rid of the link somewhere down the road. Hold on a second. It's crazy to me. We truly have just broken the code. This is being talked about by no one else. Please watch today's video. Reports say that Tether, the company that TED, the USD stablecoin, had a lot of exposure to Chinese assets, such as commercial paper from Chinese companies and securities from big Chinese state-owned banks. China wants to get away from TED. What looks like the cable cycle. Yes, it's like going back to China or Chinese businesses that used to be, oh, wait, Tether is also connected to America. Don't forget that they bought American debt. Okay, so if you want to stop and read all of this, you can. But it's interesting that the end times are coming up. I repeat, the end times are coming up. They're going to blast every coin. They are going to repeat 2017. The stock market will crash, and China doesn't want to be in the middle of it. Very China, slowly trying to break free from the bond. You can't keep running away now that you were caught. Right on. No one can, especially not when it comes to us. Justin the Buy finally gives the go-ahead for the first crypto options license. This is a big step forward for the UAE in its plan to become a global hub for crypto by using its virtual as a regulatory body. It's said that this will soon have a link to Ripple, and companies like Binance are working together to bring blockchain innovation to the area. This development, which has to do with this Ripple, has already been approved by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, right, which basically gave XRP a boost. Yes, this is crazy. Great news. More people will accept it and more new ideas will be created. Crypto will cover the whole world. I say again, I also think the whales are trying to get ahead of some kind of news that might be coming. Someone bought $86 million worth of Bitcoin just now. He knows what's going to happen. Okay. Also, another Bitcoin will set the value of the 40x long stake at $45 million. I find this strange though. Why do you like these crazy whales? Like, where does this fit in? Look around, it's worth 50 million yen. Why do all of these whales go 40x? Did the last one do it or not? Did the one before it open a 40x? Once more, 40 times, right? Now, why does that happen? Every Bitcoin whale uses about 40x leverage. When it comes to XRP, I think that's about 15x long and 15x wide, maybe 20 times. But why does it always go up to 40x? I find that very strange. Yes? Strange. See how everyone was fooled? That's also true for the social measure, which people don't see because they think we've reached our peak, but what most people don't know is that this is how the market makers trick you. Is it true that they make some kind of pattern? This looks like a red sign. They went over it, under it, and then they changed direction. The price changed direction from that pattern twice, once above and once below. After that, they push it back into the design. Guys, Bitcoin is at 115K right now. Okay, it's around here somewhere, so don't be fooled. Okay, stay put and keep your eye on the prize because when they turn it on, I think it's crazy that there's so much news about cryptocurrencies, but no one is really looking into them, right? I don't know why it seems strange, but before the crash, all of these metrics will definitely go through the roof because they need everyone, especially in retail, right? This way we could be their exit cash, but I think they're trying to trick a few people before this curve starts. They might even have one last trick up their sleeves. The recession card. Okay, so let's say big one was a bit higher. It would dump like this and then pump like that to 1 million. This is how it goes down. It's thought to be dead, but then it goes crazy like that and catches up like that. We don't find this funny because you have sex, but again,